been limited in practice. That was on Wednesday. He was limited, Shannon, that's real. But he was a full participant yesterday and was removed from the injury report.
Exactly.
The unbeaten Patriots are 3-point road favorites against the Ravens, according to Fox Bet. Why are you already talking, Shannon? I haven't asked you.
Yeah.
Who wins on Sunday night?
That lets you know some bull jive. Now, how you go? I'm just trying to figure out how you on the injury report on Wednesday and they remove you on Thursday.
Maybe you got better.
Rest.
Oh, really? So why put him on the injury report?
Recovery.
Maybe it's about liability.
You see what they try to do, Jenny?
Alex Guerrero.
Jenny, you see how they try to
Miracle
do this?
healing.
Jenny, you got to build this up.
Yeah.
You got to build this in anticipation. Oh, Tom Brady was limited in practice. They didn't know if he was going to go. Full participant on the next day. They kill me with this, right? Look, I think Lamar Jackson will keep this game close for a while, but it's just hard for me to see a scenario, knowing Coach Belichick the way I've known him, having played against his defenses, he always, whatever you're good at, he's going to do his damnedest to take that away. The Ravens can run the football. They can run it with Ingram. They can run it with Lamar Jackson. He will try and take that away. If Lamar Jackson can throw the ball for 300-plus, Skip, and a couple of touchdowns and don't put the ball in harm's way, and win this game, Coach Belichick will gladly walk to the center of the field and say, son, you're a hell of an athlete, hell of a quarterback. You got a bright future. Stay healthy. We'll see you down the road. But Coach Belichick, if you remember, Skip, when he played Peyton Manning, he would institute a 3-8. He rushed 3 guys, dropped 8 in coverage because Peyton Manning, you're not beating me passing the football. If Edgerrin James wants to run, if Joseph Ajayi wants to run the football, have at it. But you're not beating me throwing the football. Well, I believe he'll take that same philosophy into this game against the Ravens. If y'all want to beat me throwing the football, have at it. But you're damn sure not going to run it. And I believe Lamar Jackson will keep the game close, but I believe in the end, and this is not the Ravens defense that we're used to seeing. There is no Suggs, there's no Ed Reed, there's no Ray Lewis. And, Zadarius Smith, he's in Green Bay, big-time free agent. They let Suggs get up out of there. So the guys that would normally be able to generate pressure with just rushing 4, those guys are not there. They have the same mentality, but they don't have the same caliber of athletes. And so with that being said, they're a middle-of-the-pack defense right now in basically all statistical categories. And so I'm going to say the Patriots win this game 27-17.
What?
Yeah.
27? That's decisive. By 10 points?
I said they'll get a touchdown late.
27-17.
All
right.
I'm confused.
Really?
What you confused about?
I'm conflicted over here because all week long I have to sit on this side of the table and hear how Tom Brady's washed up. He's in decline. He's on his last legs, certainly in New England, says Shannon Sharpe. And he's becoming a liability for the New England Patriots and needs to be replaced sooner than later, says Shannon Sharpe.
Okay.
Am I right about that?
If you don't mind.
I think I'm speaking.
Okay.
I think I'm speaking.
Okay, go ahead.
My turn.
Okay.
So, number 2, Shannon Sharpe has told me all week, really for a couple of weeks, that the Patriot defense is being a little overrated because it's played no offense with any real credibility. And I think Shannon Sharpe thinks that this Baltimore offense has high credibility, right? Okay. And that brings me to the quarterback of the home team, Lamar Jackson. And just 2 days ago on this show, Shannon Sharpe told me that it's becoming clear Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in his draft class that obviously includes Baker Mayfield, and I'll throw in Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I add all that up, I would add up maybe a Baltimore upset here. That's what I was hearing all week, and I thought you were sort of leaning or heading in that direction. And all of a sudden, it's 27-17?
If you were listening yesterday, I said I just don't see a scenario when Coach Belichick allows Lamar Jackson to run the football or the Ravens to run the football well enough in order to win this game.
Okay, yet I will remind you, the same genius Belichick you're discussing now, just 2 Super Bowls ago, allowed 41 points to the Eagles' backup quarterback. And just last season, especially in the first, say, 2/3 of the season, they were allowing 500-yard explosions from the rival offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback was putting up 10 points against Tennessee. He was putting up 10 points against Detroit. But that ain't none of my business.
That wouldn't even mattered because the defense was getting absolutely run off the field.
Well, unless the defense held somebody to 7 points, like they did the Rams in the Super Bowl, held them to 3.
So they finally came together against a quarterback and a coordinator or play caller who got exposed in the Super Bowl, Sean McVay and Jared Goff.
Most teams, if their quarterback in a big game has a QBR of 26, you lose. But guess what? That guy had a QBR of 26 with no touchdowns or interception, and they won decisive.
Who torched the Chargers in the first playoff game last year that the Patriots played? And you picked the Chargers to win that game, and Tom Brady annihilated your prediction and the Chargers.
He did.
And then he went to Arrowhead in the cold in overtime and completed
It was cold from Mahomes, too.
3 straight 3rd and 10s. 3 straight 3rd and 10s. I've never seen anything like it before. He looked like the GOAT. He looked like he was 41 going on 21 at that point. And he's still playing at an extremely high level. But you don't think so. Or wait a minute, maybe you do, because your prediction says Tom Brady's still playing at a high level.
Skip, if you don't mind me asking, when you're playing with a historically great defense, in 2000 with Ravens, who was the quarterback? Trent Dilfer. 85 Bears was Jim McMahon. The 02 Bucks, Brad Johnson. So if you got a historically great defense, you don't need to be an all-time great. So stop pretending Tom Brady is playing at a historic level,
By the way,
because he's not.
Jim McMahon had a really good year that year. He was playing at a high level. He's playing at a Pro Bowl level that year, but we'll get back to this. Tom Brady is still playing at a Pro Bowl level. You know it, and I know it. That's why you're afraid to pick Baltimore. You should have the courage of your convictions. He's washed up. If you're on the road in Baltimore, and remember, Baltimore has a history of being a nemesis for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Again, you say, well, none of those guys are still there, but there's a vibe in the locker room where they think they walk in with a tradition of laying it on Tom Brady when you least expect
Pittsburgh got a tradition. How that defense looking?
Okay, but they don't have any tradition against Tom Brady. I can tell you that. He's got a tradition of owning the Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the tradition what the Ravens have. Suggs was there, going to the Hall of Fame. Ray Lewis is already in, and so is Ed Reed. Where are those guys?
Okay, but again, the tradition remains. You don't think they're thinking in their locker room right now?
Yeah, Skip.
Guys here have done this before.
Skip, I said that, but Zadarius Smith is not there. Suggs is not there. Guys that could get after the quarterback, that was a part of that tradition. Really, Skip, at the end of the day, tradition is a great thing to have. But Michigan got a tradition. How's that working out for them when they go against Ohio State? The team that has the better of the athletes, they're going to win.
Wait, does New England have the better of the athletes?
Skip,
I don't see
I believe they have the better team.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a second. What about Lamar? He's the best in his class, you say.
What they got to do with it? So one guy. So in football, one guy can be the team.
If he's playing that position, he can. Yes, he can.
So why didn't Tom Brady beat? Why didn't Tom Brady beat Nick Foles?
You're the one.
Why didn't Tom Brady beat Nick Foles? Why didn't he?
Well, he did everything in his power.
No, he did not.
He did. He set the all-time playoff record for yards passing, 505. How much better can you play?
Throw for 606.
Oh, stop it. He set the all. No human has ever thrown for more pass yards than Tom Brady did in that football
game. And you know what, Skip? I got him a special bottle. I had him a Magnum when he came to see me, Jenny. With that hot air with the Dak special, he got a Magnum bottle.
Yeah. He got bottle service.
Yeah, but he caught that L. I had to get him more Juicy Lucy. He wanted Juicy Lucy.
Oh, I love Juicy Lucy.
His coach, the quasi-defensive coordinator, he caught the L.
Skip, see what you do? When Tom Brady loses a game, it's always, Jenny,
they give up 41 points.
Okay, but what about...
Wait a second. Tom Brady scored more points in a losing cause than anyone ever has in a Super Bowl. 33. Wouldn't 33 win most Super Bowl?
LeBron James scored more points in a finals game in a losing cause, and it was his fault they lost.
Yeah.
You see what I do, Skip Bayless? Okay. All I'm saying is that I just need you to have that same kind of
I need you to have the same energy that you've had all week telling me this defense has played nobody yet.
Skip.
Well, is Lamar nobody? Because apparently you think he's nobody if it's going to be 27-17.
Considering they've only given up, the most they've given up is 14.
Okay. Pro Football Focus had its mid-season all-pro team. New England had 0 first-team all-pros. 0.
Skip.
Okay.
when you look at New England, what's amazing is that they've really never had great individuals, but they play tremendously as a team. If you look at them offensively, they don't have anybody like, that's a must-have. You look at the quarterback, you look at Gronk, you look at Randy Moss as the only must-haves in the 20-year history there.
Does Tom Brady have a Gronk? No. Does he have an Antonio Brown? No, he does not. Does he even have, wait a second, Josh Gordon? Does he have a Josh Gordon? No, he just got cut.
No, but in the 100-year history, they says he has the best defense in the 100-year history of the NFL.
They've played nobody yet. Let's see what happens starting Sunday.
Is Tom Brady benefiting from that?
Well, sure, but has the defense benefited for years, for 20 years from Tom Brady? You better believe it has.
And he's benefited from them.
Oh, stop it.
3 points in a Super Bowl. Who does that? Who gives up 3 points in a Super Bowl?
Oh, well, against Jared Goff, a lot of people could do that.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah.
No, they couldn't.
We're seeing Jared Goff continue to get exposed this year. All I know for sure is the quarterback that you say is the best in his draft class, Lamar Jackson, played head-to-head with Baker Mayfield a few weeks back in Baltimore, and Baker won 40-25 and put up huge numbers in doing so, which is why I am picking New England 30-14. I'm more decisive than you are, and I told you all week. I think New England will win this game handily.
Skip, you do realize that when two teams play, the quarterbacks are not on the field. So why you keep doing that?
Because it's a good measuring stick. You can see both of them at the same time, and you can say, is that guy better
Well,
than
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is better than Dak Prescott because I saw him on the same field and he outplayed him.
Were they in the same draft?
No. He's better. That's all I'm saying. He's better. That's because I saw him play head-to-head.
Okay, no, because you have a long track record from Dak Prescott, and you know Dak Prescott is way better than what we've seen from Sam Darnold. But now you have Baker head-to-head with his draft class